Okay, so my review just on the first several hundred holes that I've used with the Sinabroks versus a brand from Amazon coming over from China. So I got the Sinabroks. You seen from my video that I got them uh, not that long ago, and you can see as I zoom out here, I've put several hundred holes in this pattern, and these are the parts of the other pattern. And so let me give you my first review of these guys. I'm honestly not that impressed. Uh, they're either they're not calibrated correctly, or something's wrong, because the large ones here, they're slightly off. They're supposed to be six. Where is it? It has it on here someplace. Yeah, six millimeters. That's supposed to be the spacing of these, and these as well, and these as well that I got off Amazon. But I spent way more on these Sinabroks, and let me show you just so here I see here's the leftmost prong, and by the time I get the eighth one, it's slightly off, and that's how it is on all of these. I start at the center. By the eighth, it's not center exactly, 6 millimeters between all of them. And this pattern, I made sure I even printed off a little square here that's 6 millimeters by 6 millimeters, and you can see the black ones that I use. They're way more accurate there, and so I use the 4-prong on these just because it's easier, right? But obviously the 8-prong Sinabroks, you can see they're not exactly 6 millimeters in spaced between them. You can see it, right? Now, and so that was my first thing. The next thing is that as I punch these things, these teeth get loose and they start wiggling. So in the box, there's a little Allen key. Let me pull it out here. There's a little Allen key that comes with it, and every probably 10 punches or so, I had to use this to tighten these punches. The first time it surprised me because one of them actually just fell out after a punch. Give it a punch. So you punch it, and every 10 or so, I'd have to feel, make sure they weren't loose, which invariably there were 3 or 4 that were always loose. And so you have to tighten them all down. That's just a pain in the ass, a pain in the butt. Now, the ones that I got from Amazon, I have never had to tighten these things down. I don't even know if you can, but I've never had them clogged. That's the one thing that's probably going for the 8-prongs and rugs, that they don't. I haven't had it clog yet. I've tried to declog them. Getting filled with the leather bits, but 8-prong, not a fan. Now the 2-prong, the 8-prong, I had to put way more effort when punching these to get it through the leather, and I'm working with. This is, what is that? 3 ounces, 3 or 4 ounces, and I'm also working with some. Oh no, so let's say it's the same, about 3 or 4 ounce leather, and it is just, I'm having to give it 3 or 4 good whacks to get it through the leather. Now the 2-prong, I've actually been really impressed with this. On all the leather I've tested with it, just one whack, boom, goes right through. No problem. And because there's only two of them, trying to measure the 6mm spacing, if it were slightly off, you can't really tell. So there's an obvious quality difference between, and I've never had to tighten these. None of them they've never come loose. Granted, I haven't used it for the several hundred punches, holes that I've put on this one, but I've never had to tighten these, which says something. So I don't know if there's a quality control issue between the larger punches and the smaller one, but there's an obvious difference in quality between the two. Now, that being said, let's go on the price. I've spent, close to a few $100s just to get these, because everybody said you got to have the Sinabroks. These came in a set. There's the 6th, 4. I think there's a 2-punch well that came in the 3 set, and it cost me like $16, and I have never had a problem with these ever. They're exactly, when I measure the 6mm, these are exactly 6mm spacing between all of them. These and the 2 prong. They're just dead on. Never had a problem, and they're way cheaper. And if I need to replace them, which I haven't yet, I've had them for about a year now. $16 is nothing compared to if I were to get a 6 prong and a 4 and a 2, that'd probably cost me around, I don't know, $500-600. And with all the constant tweaking and having to tighten them in there, I don't know if it's worth it. And granted, I can replace these. I can buy, but each one of these online is like $15 per hole punch, which I guess is nice if you need it. But if you don't need it like these, then you're saving $15 per hole punch. So I'm not being sponsored for this review, but I wanted, after seeing so many just positive and just, oh, you got to have the Sinabroks, and they cut like butter, I just had to do a review myself after getting these. So in the end, probably not worth it. Definitely worth it. Well, easily worth it if within your budget. Okay, that was it. That was my 2 cents. Bye.